interpretation of the Ijiku-ma. Now, if we look at the Ijiku-ma, or the character to abduction stance, what we have is that we have the feet pointed inwards, or what people call the pigeon toe, so where the feet are actually pointed inwards. Now, personally, I don't think that this is a training stance. It's really a stance for referencing. It's to reference the fact that we need to point the toes or align our arms at a specific angle. Now, if we look at the objective of the actual system of Wing Chun, is that it's really to try to control the opponent's centre. Now, if we look at, say, what we call the centre line, immediately down that line is his spine. Now, the spine to us is really the actual centre itself. So if I need to attack the centre, I'm going to push Sylvester and his spine is immediately behind him. But what happens is that if Sylvester turns his body ever so slightly so that we can have an angle here, what happens is that his spine actually moves off the actual centre line itself. So what that does is that it allows anything coming in to actually deflect off him, but at the same time his centre is no longer in the original position. Now, what I believe that this stance, the Ijiku-ma, to be originally is that it's a stance of two halves. And basically what it is, they're basically a mirror image of each other. Now, as it's a mirror image, what I'll do is that I'll just look at one side of the stance there. We'll take the right side here. Now, if I just remove the left side, what we have is that I've got a parallel stance now, which is what most people would use as a combat stance. Now, so if I was standing parallel to Sylvester, if Sylvester gives me an attack, just throw me a punch, what happens is that the first thing I do is that I'm going to be facing the way where the feet is pointing. Now, also, as well as removing my centre, I basically define the edge of my gate. Now, if you punch again, when I move back to the other side of if I use the left foot as my reference now, I basically define the other side of my gate. So what we have is that when Sylvester attacks, I remove my centre, then I regain the centre. So if I tap here, what happens is, from here, I regain my centre. So this is what I believe part of, at least, what the actual Ijiku-ma is trying to explain. It's really a reference to tell us how we would address an attack coming face on to us there. Thank you, Sylvester. Thank you.
Hi everyone. In the last two episodes, we've been talking about the Wing Chun stand Ijiku-ma, how to use our hip to transfer the force into the ground and also rebound it from the ground, right? So today we are going to talk about a test. We do it in our class, how to test your stand, make sure it can withstand different pressure. So for example, Chris, he put his hand on my chest, right? So if I tense my body, he pushed me, then the force will be able to get into my center of balance and able to send me back. I'm just like a concrete slab. But if I'm able to use the internal method, I relax my body and transfer the force into the ground, then, for example, Chris he pushed me, I sit down, I transfer the force into the ground, I'm just a media between the ground and Chris. So in this way, I can use the ground to rebound the force into him. Or I can turn left or right without losing my balance, so he can keep pushing me. It doesn't matter, right, in this way, right? You can see I'm moving, but I can affect him. So also in a little bit more advanced stage, right, in our class, I will ask students to push me in different angles. For example, he can push me anywhere, I can hold. Push me anywhere, I can hold. Push more, yep, I can hold. Yep, push forward more, yes, that's it. And you can even stand here, push in diagonal. I can hold as well. So I'm just like stay poking into the ground. Doesn't matter the force in different angle, different direction, we still can take the force, right? So in the future we can use it for fighting in different angle. So hopefully you find it useful. See you later.